2K and Visual Concepts get their first shot at the LEGO franchise and have instantly delivered one of gaming's most convincing open world races in LEGO 2K Drive. All the competition, challenges and collectathon good times you might expect are present, complementing a solid single-player story-led adventure. Your vehicle instantly and automatically switches between street, car, boat and off-roader, depending on the terrain that's under your wheels at any one time, allowing you to zoom across land or water without worry. This makes for breathless races and unrestricted exploration, exactly what a modern open world racer needs. And no element of LEGO 2K Drive feels compromised or cobbled together, it's all very assured. LEGO 2K Drive comprises of 3 main areas. There's a LEGO-ified version of Arizona called Big Butt County. Yes, it's very funny, but it's actually pronounced Butte, a Transylvania-esque spooky-themed area, and a Prospecto Valley, essentially an Oregon-like gold rush mining settlement with trees all around. There's also one more small area that's all you have access to begin with, which is basically just a green Legoland, which serves as a perfect introduction to the game, especially for young players. Even after the intro, there's no escaping the child-focused delivery. Not only are you constantly referred to as Kid throughout your story, the 2K portal even asks you to verify your child's email, assuming that you're making an account for a minor instead of for yourself. Adults like LEGO too, come on now. But the ironic thing is that LEGO 2K Drive soon reveals higher levels of challenge and skill depth, clearly designed to challenge those already well versed in racing games. There's loads of scope for properly skillful play by mastering the subtleties of a deceptively deep control scheme, with its separate drift and sharp turn buttons. And there's a perk system which unlocks as you progress, affording everything from defense buffs for your vehicle to a double jump later on. There does, however, appear to be some degree of rubber banding going on during the races. No matter how well you drive, the leader, or maybe another car or two, will always zoom out of sight, reappearing within a lap to go before vying for you for first place, before suddenly losing some speed, either by getting taken out by a weapon or just going slower than it needs to so that you win. It isn't as pronounced later on in the campaign, so LEGO 2K Drive isn't at all watered down, but races do often feel artificially close when you get a feel for what you're doing. That said, the gameplay itself is excellent. Races are fast, responsive, impressive to look at, and LEGO 2K Drive even runs at a reasonably solid 60 FPS for the most part on an Xbox Series X. Despite the screen being filled with the scattered LEGO bricks and scenery elements, not to mention dynamic waves in the water and some of the most convincing mud spray effects I've seen for a while. It's big, bold and beautiful, and some of the later races are truly superb. Many of the best LEGO games are known for their silly sense of humour, and while that is present here with some excellent character names, sight gags and funny signage, 2K Drive isn't as witty as some of the other games. It's all good fun and kids will undoubtedly laugh at the few, thankfully infrequent, toilet jokes, but it's seldom laugh out loud funny, offering just enough to make you smile. In 2K Drive, you can start with 4 wheels and literally build your dream car from scratch, brick by brick. Even better than that, any pre-built car you find has instructions that let you build it yourself on the screen, which could absolutely be replicated in real life with real bricks. It's superb. While each of these cards do have unique handling and characteristics, there's nothing to stop you just sticking with one loadout for the vast majority of LEGO 2K Drive and remaining competitive throughout. This also extends to the weapon set. This game is based more on cornering and jumping to find shortcuts than mastering the weapon system, which feels loose and imprecise compared to, say, Disney Speedstorm or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Nonetheless, the weapon element does make 2K Drive feel more like a kart racer than a straight racing game, though the scope, speed and scale of the courses means it rarely feels as compact as the genre's best. The campaign isn't as long as you might expect given the game's size, with the story mode easily beatable in a weekend at around 8 to 10 hours long. You spend most of your time entering races and beating rivals, each with their own backstory and daft characterization, earning checkered flags from wins until you have enough to enter the area's Grand Brick Arena, which is a special one-off showcase race with bombastic spectacle. Once the story mode is done, there's still some 80% of the game itself to tick off, and it will surely take weeks to find everything and complete every challenge that LEGO 2K Drive has to offer. Then there's online mode, where you can race with friends or in public lobbies which support crossplay. If you sign into a 2K account, you can even carry your progress across to another platform, which is becoming a very welcome trend in games like this. There's also the ability to play the whole of LEGO 2K Drive in split screen with a friend in local multiplayer. This allows each player to go wherever they like within the same biome and play the game at their own pace, together or apart, until a player decides to change biomes or start a race. It runs beautifully with only a hint more draw-in on the distant scenery. it's very, very slick. Indeed, LEGO 2K Drive is absolutely a very classy game. It looks great, runs well, is fully featured and well balanced to ensure that everyone has a good time. LEGO 2K Drive is an easy recommendation then, regardless of whether you're looking for a gift for a child or just want a wholesome palate cleanser for yourself. We give it 4 stars out of 5.